Welcome to MEET2MARRY. We are here for another episode, and I have my lucky bachelor, Keon, with me. What's going on, my guy?
Not too much, man. How's it going?
I'm well, man. You look sharp. I like, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
You ain't come out here to play today.
Not today.
That's what's up, man. So listen, I have 3 beautiful women that I want you to meet today.
Awesome.
You down? For that?
I'm down.
Let's make it happen.
So I'm definitely interested. And it's a yes for me.
Okay. So how about you? Is it a yes?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So looks like we got a connection, y'all. That is what's up. Let's make some noise. So, ooh, all right, y'all.
Hey, my name is Keon, aka also known as Keys.
¡Oh, Su Majestad! ¡El rey del baile del caballito!
I was season 2, episode 1.
The first comment was for Keon in episode 1. King Mark 422 said, when you wait until you're 40 to finally decide to have children, you put yourself in a bind. Finding someone in your age range without children is difficult, and most of the time you have to go younger, and compatibility may not be there as it would with someone in your age range. How do you feel?
Nah, somebody hating. That's just a way to shame a man for waiting a while to have kids. And I didn't even let him respond because I'm pretty sure he's going to respond to this because they're trying to give him a lose-lose situation. When you get old and you don't have kids as a man, you ain't going to find a woman that ain't got kids, so you might as well get one of them. But if you go younger, then you're not going to be compatible with a younger woman. Shut up.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Shut up. We know the game. He did the right thing. If the brother didn't want kids, he just ain't gonna have kids running around there just because.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Let him get older and men can shoot him out as old as they get. Stop using this ED thing, erectile dysfunction. It is very rare. And you know it's gonna go, I'm gonna start talking about health, but no, he trying to give him a lose-lose. You waited to, shut up. It'd be all right. Stop. Let's continue.
Feel about that?
I mean, it's their opinion. I put myself in a position to where now I'm comfortable with having kids.
Yeah.
I have a huge family. I have 14 nieces and nephews.
Okay.
So I didn't want kids at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in a great, healthy place now to where I'm just able to do it.
It's time.
It's time.
Okay, perfect. So Jesse, how are you tonight? So on your episode, you seemed like a very calm, even today, calm and chill. You mentioned that you were a therapist.
I'm a therapist, so seeing clients.
See, so y'all remember her? Like, oh yeah, she was covered up. Like I said, I didn't know that she had that many tattoos. Either way, this is still a beautiful young woman.
Throughout the week.
So my question to you is, if you were your own therapist, why do you feel like you were single before the show?
I feel like I can be a little bit picky. Being a therapist and having worked through a lot of my own stuff and being at peace within myself, I feel like I notice red flags a lot sooner, and I remove myself from situations like that a lot sooner than I would in my early 20s. So I think I'm single just because I am waiting for somebody who is up to par for what I'm looking for.
Amen.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
Up to par. Always, my level up to par. I mean, the quantifiable. I'd be wanting to ask more questions. What is your level, and what does a man need to have to reach that level? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's continue.
So Keon, I have a major question for you. I went on a lot of dates, and I don't think I've ever had anyone ask me, do you have credit cards?
Any credit cards?
Hey. Yes. Keon, this is definitely a step up from what you had on in that first show, brother. Respectfully. brother. You look like Heathcliff Huxtable. Man, I'm glad you put on the cowboy hat this time, man.
Do I have credit
Do you have
cards?
credit cards?
Yeah,
Yes.
do you got credit cards?
Yes, I have credit cards.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I'm curious to where that came from. Were you scammed before, or dive into that?
no, I think the question, I definitely asked the question because when we were connecting, that was my choice. That was my pick. I think I asked when I was talking to Britt at the time, and she mentioned travel. So when you travel, you have to have credit cards. You have to have, because you don't want to go to a foreign place and be stranded when they don't take cash. And I've been in those scenarios where they don't take American cash or certain forms of payment. So a credit card is kind of your best solution. So
So honestly, I thought he was asking if she had credit cards because of credit card debt. And I think he mentioned money or something like that on his episode. So I thought he was just kind of fishing, like, man, you got credit cards. Do you got any credit card debt? I didn't know that he was talking about travel. But okay.
that was because we talked a lot about travel. So
Okay. That makes sense then, because I was a little worried a little bit. But good. That was a good question. I wish you all prosperity in that. So Keon, back to you. You seem like
Why are they mad at Keon? He been getting all the attention.
you had a detailed list of what you wanted in a woman. You were very detailed. And so I know that kids was a common denominator on why a lot of men were passing on the women that they were choosing from.
Right.
Is that something that you would probably reconsider in the future? Is that still a deal breaker for you?
well, a woman with kids? Well, it wasn't a deal breaker then. I think with the first contestant, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry. She didn't want any more kids. And she was happy with what she had.
I remember that.
And then Britt, she had, I think her kid is 2 or 3. So the focus would have been there.
Yeah, and he's right. That makes sense. Why was people upset with that? That's a young runaround. You got that's one of them kids that you got to tell not to touch my fine glass or crystal that's sitting on my coffee table. That's a young runaround, okay? So he like, man, I don't have kids, and this one young, so nah, that makes sense. Well, who gave this dude smoke for that? That's common sense.
So it wasn't a deal breaker that she had one. It's just that my timeline is a little bit more is more closer than I guess theirs were.
Okay.
So no, it's definitely not a deal breaker. My dad has adopted, my grandmother has adopted.
Yeah, so he open.
On both sides.
I would recommend it, but he's open. So.
So no, it's definitely not a deal breaker.
Okay, good. Thank you for clearing that up for us. Makes sense. All right. Thank you so much. Keon.
Here we go. Keon again.
We have a lot of questions for you tonight. You were one of the favorite episodes. So I want you to order this in your priority: kid, marriage, or relationship.
Kid, marriage, or relationship.
What is most important to least important to you right now in your life?
I would say relationship, kid, marriage.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
If the brother didn't want kids, he just ain't gonna have kids running around there just because. Oh no, no, brother. No, brother. Hold on, Keon. We don't do that here anymore. We're not trying to raise these children that are wedlock statistic numbers, brother. No, brother. You need to rework that list, okay? Relationship, marriage, then kid. See, okay. Now I'm gonna give him a little bit of smoke. This is what happens when a dude get older and he don't have kids. You talking about you want a legacy. You want a son that pass it down. Now you trying to be a male version of Ebony K. Hell nah, brother. You gonna do it the right way, or you ain't gonna do it at all. Shout out to the 5 Heartbeats.
You're not gonna do it right, then don't do it at all.
If we ain't gonna do it right, then let's not do it at all.
Hell nah, brother. Get your ass married and then have you a buckaroo. Okay, I don't want to have to be discussing you on my damn show about black fatherhood. They can be pointing at your ass. Oh man, look, this black man said that he want to have kids before marriage. Now you gonna be the face. Stop, man. We can't do that here, brother. So they gonna take that.
So, Keon, and we're going to come back to you all, but I do want to ask you, what was the determining factor of picking Jessie?
She had a really, really calm energy. She had a really great vibe. And then a lot of the responses to the questions were articulated very well. So meaning when we have like a conversation, there's an education background, it's not going to be me trying to figure out or trying to, over dig into like what does she really mean. So it's just the all around vibe, and it just I was feeling.
It did score you. It did score you.
So, Jessie, are you all still dating? What does that look like since the cameras have stopped rolling?
We're not still dating. We have gone on a few dates. I did enjoy my time with Keon, but I think there just wasn't a lot of compatibility as we got to know each other more.
Okay, and I know that I'll be honest, a lot of people thought that you would actually end up with Brittany, because as we were sitting there watching, I mean, she was checking all of your boxes, and you even said that, Keon. So did that affect you at all, actually seeing that they had a lot more maybe in common?
No, so I didn't watch the episode.
Okay.
And I didn't listen in on like what else was going on outside of my time with him. For me, it was more so some of the things that he mentioned that he liked about me. I think he started to like interpret them in wrong ways. One of the things for me that I didn't like was there was an occasion where he kept asking me or kept telling me that I'm judging him. And he would tell me that he talked to his therapist about me and about if I was going to be psychoanalyzing him. His friends had told him that I was going to be psychoanalyzing him.
What are you doing, Keon? Now this is on him. Why are you introducing this shit, man? I'll talk to my friends, and you a therapist. That's some social media shit, man. You don't bring that into the real world. These guys, man. God, dog.
So I feel like a lot of that got into his head and kind of like maybe built up a wall. And for me, I just wasn't like feeling the connection.
I see.
Bro,
okay. Keon, you want to respond to that?
Again, I do have a therapist that I see faithfully. She actually promoted the situation because she is a therapist. And one of the things she did mention was that's one of her downfalls with dating, people thinking she's like psychoanalyzing them. So that wasn't really.
So she got a hand in this as well. So both of y'all, why are you bringing that shit up? So people think that I'm a psychoanalyze them because I'm a therapist, and then are you psychoanalyzing me? I talk to my therapist about you and my friends. Hey, both of y'all weird for that. Both of y'all.
That wasn't really it. I did mention it. I did bring it up. I think when I said the judgment part, I think I did a lot of talking. And there wasn't like a lot. There was some back and forth, a really great conversation. But I did a lot of talking. So I wanted a little bit more as far as conversation on her end. But it just overall, I think it's just.
Hey, she looking at him like, look at her eyes. She been looking him up and down like, brother, you lying. She judging him. She judging him right now. Like, you sucker. I see what you're doing. She's judging him. This is good.
It's just me. I've been single for a while, and I'm getting into becoming more of a loner. So it's very.
Why the hell? Yeah, this Keon, you starting to go down that that dark rabbit hole, man. Pause. So I'm a bit of a loner. Like, bro, what you doing? I mean, I gave you a pass with the cowboy hat, but now it's starting to look a little stepbrother-ish. Y'all remember at the interview on Step Brothers where which one then they come on there in full tuxedos?
Actually, we'll be interviewing as a team.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Seth Rogen's character, they was trying to hire him. He was like, now the tuxedo's starting to look a little effed up.
Okay, now the tuxedos seem kind of fucked up.
That's how I'm starting to see Keon. You know what I'm saying? I gave you a pass with the cowboy hat. Now it's starting to seem a little effed up.
Very difficult sometimes to really let people in my space because I'm really good as far as mental health. I'm really great with my energy right now. It's been a rocky road for the past 2 years, but it's really difficult sort of being in the place that I am in now and opening up and letting others be in. So it wasn't really everything was great. Everything was perfect, but it's just me in the place I'm in. So
okay.
Well, yeah.
Now I know again, you and Brittany had so much in common. Do you feel like you made the wrong decision? You know, would you double back? And
now, if I remember correctly, the young lady in the red, she didn't have any kids and she was younger. I think that's why he went with her.
Maybe try Brittany, or what's your thoughts on that?
So Brittany is the type of girl that I usually date. That's what I usually go for. Okay. My mom even said the same thing when she shout out to her love. But it's kind of getting away from surface. All the things that I think are great and really look deeper because my goal is kids. And I kind of want to make sure I make the right decision with having a child because it's a long-term commitment. So you have to look at someone's mental state. What I will say is me and Brittany did hang out and we talked a bit, but I don't regret the decision. I still feel the same way.
It just didn't work out. It just didn't work.
I see. So what has this experience done for you as far as now dating? Because I know you mentioned you may be a tend of a loner, but has this been able to open your eyes to personally see what some things you may need to work on for yourself?
Absolutely. The thing is, I don't really have issues meeting someone or dating someone. It's just that the place that a lot of people are in life right now is just not, it holds me back. And this is it about.
Bro, it's you. What are you talking about, man? I thought men understood this because we say this to women all the time. Every dude I date is a narcissist. Every dude did me wrong. It was his fault or whatever. You the only common denominator. You can't blame the whole market and you've been present in every F up. Brother, it's you. I don't have a problem getting with women, but every time these people messed up. Brother, something wrong with your picker. Or it's just you, step brother. Come on, man. It's you, man. What you doing?
About just specifically, it's just in general. And I am in a really amazing place. I mean, I want to stress like emphasis on that. And I don't have time to be held back. I don't want to be held back.
What are you talking? Yes, brother. Hey, hold on. You are the problem. Brothers, stay away from women. You talking about you finna be a loner? Yeah, just give the women some grace. Let them cook, okay? This ain't your time right now, man. Just chill out. Because from what I'm listening to, man, you the problem, brother. It is what it is.
So when I do date and go on these engagements or whatever, it's just I'm sometimes triggered by the smallest things.
See,
which is a downfall of mine. But I'm working.
Yes, it's you the problem, brother.
On changing that a little bit, and therapy helps.
Look good, you're in the right place.
You're wearing tuxedos to a job that requires you to clean bathrooms. Please leave this office. We're done with this interview.